We good? All right, did y'all have people come? Good, okay. All right, we have Alejandro and Zach.
Yep.
Melvin invited them out. Good job, Melvin. We played the question game today. I'll get everybody fired. You ever played the question game?
No.
Have you, Zach?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, neither did I. Jennifer, you ever played it?
Never.
No?
We got that
No?
sample.
I know you haven't. Yeah, no. Melvin, did you ever play at my office? Never? Okay, good. All right. Well, we'll make stuff up as we go since most of y'all don't know what we're doing. We'll just change the rules to benefit me and Noel, and we'll be good to go. But I do want to tell y'all something. There's a reason, Alejandro, am I saying that right?
Alejandro.
Alejandro?
Yes.
Alejandro? I went back again, didn't I?
We'll work on it.
Can I call you Abe?
That's fine. Or Alex.
Alex? Come on, Alex, hook me up with that. I'm a white dude. I don't roll nothing, man. Alex, let me tell you why I joined, or why I started with EXP. I had built another company, and it took me 20 years to build that. I'm 55 now. And so I didn't have time to go reinvent the wheel. I didn't have time for a startup. Like, I had to have something that was proven and done because I ain't got 20 years. I have been in a startup. We had one insurance product and one insurance carrier, and that was it. It took us about a month to pay our insurance agents. It took us about a month to onboard new agents. I mean, it was a nightmare. You missed all this, Noel. I mean, it was an absolute nightmare, just getting people going. And I've lived through, and we started that industry. And so people copycatted us and would leave us. So we would train people and they would leave us, right? And it was just this vicious cycle over 20 years. Now, I was blessed. I sold that company for multiple seven figures. I'm good. But I didn't have 20 years to give to do that again. So I was looking for the machine. And I found the machine in Daniel and Calvin and Colin when they said, hey, you got to look at EXP. Because Zach, at first I was like, man, I looked into real estate before. I looked into building teams before. And let me tell you something, young man. Now I'm old, I can say that to young folks. Let me tell you something, young man. I like to build coast to coast. I want to build in all 50 states. And you real estate agents, the way the broker sets up, you got to work in Plano or Frisco, and that's it, man. You can't venture out of nowhere. Right. And I was like beating my chest like I was good. And Colin, being a very brilliant young man that he is, said, hey, do me a favor. Will you come meet my business partners, Daniel and Calvin? And I was like, sure. Don't know why I said sure, but I did. 48 hours later, I was in this office upstairs in Daniel's office, and he was explaining to me. And Colin could have had worse people skills and been like, hey, dude, yes, we're in all 50 states. And that's really cute because we're also in 27 other countries. But he didn't say that to me. He's got good people skills. I keep calling him 22. He's not 22.
21.
27. He's getting way up there in age. 27, man. 27, man. Way up in there. But at the age of 27, I don't think I had people skills that good. I'd probably shot me down right there and said, oh, okay, whatever. We're in 27 countries. But he didn't. He got me in front of the people that were going to tell me, right? And so when I learned that, I was like, holy cow. And then I just started realizing they have built the machine. They have built what I tried to build for 20 years. And now I get to, Brandon, just come along and be part of it and jump on board and say, okay, let's go. Because we've already done all the tough decisions. We've already made all the bad decisions, if you will. And now we're firing on all cylinders, kicking you know what. Now there's other companies copying us. And it's almost like a rite of passage for them, and it's stupid. It shouldn't be. They say, we're just like them. What's that? How are you different? Oh, you just like them. That makes no sense to me. And so, but now they're hemorrhaging in cash. We're not. We're cash flow positive. That's why we're the number one brokerage. And so now it's like, okay, I get to use what I've proven in insurance, in my coaching programs in insurance, bring them over here and say, let's go. Because I'm all in. It's like, let's go. Let's make this thing happen for us. Now, I think it happens for many reasons. Number one is you have to have leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Zach, you ever been with an organization that had horrible leadership?
Yep.
It just fell apart. And you can have the best people in the world in there. It doesn't matter if you have horrible leadership, bless you. If you have horrible leadership, it's gonna fall apart. And I want to start with our founder, Glenn Sanford, because that's where it begins. He's the head of this thing. And the man has impeccable leadership skills. And I've watched it, I've witnessed it. I've studied him, I've learned about him. I've learned the history, Melvin, of what he's done and what he's built here. And it's pretty fascinating. And my man Daniel invited me to a private meeting with just nothing but leaders. I was brand new. I wasn't really considered a leader here, right? But he let me in, so I got to watch. And what I watched is Marissa, right?
Yes.
Marissa, what I watched was people getting, because they were making some tough decisions. And people were getting emotional about it. That's what's going to happen. When you bring a bunch of leaders together, Lucia, and you say, hey, we're going to do this, everyone's got an opinion, right? Everyone's got an ego. So, I mean, people stood up and were emotional about, we should do it this way. We should do it that way. We should do it. And everybody had a good argument. And I was pretty new at the time. I didn't really have I really wasn't betting on anybody. I was like, oh, okay. This is interesting. But what was the most interesting part of all is that Glenn Sanford sat there, shut up, didn't say a word. He allowed his leaders to be heard. He allowed them to speak. Now, if you haven't been in an organization where you had a demonstrative leader who shot everybody down, pushed everybody down, you don't really understand the magnitude of what I just said. But I can promise you, I can name some sports teams, and you'll go, okay, got it now. Makes sense now. Okay? I've been in business. I've read great books of great leaders that changed everything around them, changed the culture, changed the environment. See, guys, we don't get to 90,000 people and become number one by accident. We have a phenomenal leader. We have someone that has stepped up and learned leadership skills and knows how to move people and innovate, right? And so I think the thing I was most impressed about Zach is he was allowing his people, his leadership to be heard. That's all people want. That's all they want. Just tell me, for the love of God, in this world that I live in, this company that I'm joining, please tell me I'm just going to be heard. Because there were some superstars in there, and they should have been heard. And they were. He could have easily at any moment stood up and said, hey, guys, I'm way more smarter than y'all. Like, I built this thing, I went, I'm the one that stayed up all night when y'all weren't even existing, building this thing. I mean, he could have easily have said that. Am I right? Alex, he could have easily said that. But he didn't. He just shut up, just let everybody talk. And when people feel like they belong, they perform at a greater level. When people feel like they belong, read 3D Coach. It's an amazing book. But it talks about how Ballard, I don't know much about college football, but apparently he was really good. Is he really good? No? Good, really good. He won a lot of championships.
Yeah, FSU.
Huh?
FSU.
FSU? So he did a lot of great things in football, won a lot of championships. And his philosophy was people got to feel like they belong. Like, Alex, if you're on the field playing and you're out there doing something and you make a mistake, I can't chastise you and beat you down when you come over on the sideline, because the next time you're out there in the battlefield and I ain't out there with you, will you be afraid to make that decision again? Because if you're afraid to make that decision again, that might be the thing that wins us the game. It was an accident. It was a mistake. It wasn't the end of the world, right? And that's exactly what Glenn allows us to do. Because I watch him. I think he thrives on our individuality. Like all the leaders here, they're so different. Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're just so amazingly different in style and this and that. But yet they all come together and they're cohesive. Is that a word? Mm-hmm. Cohesive. Yeah, they're cohesive because he allows and he thrives off people being themselves. That's important. Why is that important to you? Well, if you want to come on and build a business and be part of this 2-year business plan, which I think is the best 2-year business plan in the world, you have to know that your individuality, you're going to be able to just go for it and go hard. And at the same time, you ain't got to worry about the guy leading the ship. Like, he makes decisions I don't have to make. You know what that does for me? Does anybody want to guess what that does for me? I don't have to worry about all the decisions he makes.
Frees up more time.
It frees up me to do the things that are important. I don't got time to focus on that garbage. He's the man. I don't want to be the man. He is it. And he just goes for it. So that's number one, leadership. Then we got Daniel Ing. Daniel is, let me just say this, and I hope, and you might be thinking to yourself, what does this got to do with me? just stay with me for a second and I'll tell you. When I first went to my first big meeting with Daniel and all the leaders were there, Marissa, I didn't know anybody, you know? I didn't know a soul. Walking into that room, didn't know anyone, right? But I did. As I met them and talked to them, see, Daniel does a great job of edifying and building everybody up. All the leaders that aren't in his organization, he brings them to life because he's always adding value and saying, this person's great at this person's great at this, right? And so when you walk into a room of complete strangers, you're like, okay, that's Cliff Freeman. Okay, Daniel told me about him. That's so-and-so. Daniel told me about him. And I instantly knew everybody in that room. Now, why is that important? Because you have to have a leader that lifts people up. Make no mistake about it, Marissa. There's some jacked up people in that group he was lifting up. And he could have very easily told me what they were jacked up about, but he chose not to. That's important, especially in today's world. Everybody wants to say what everybody else is doing wrong, right? Instead, he chooses to lift everybody up around him. So why is that important to you? He'll do it for you. Instead of going and telling everybody all my weaknesses to this person and this person, what does he do? What is naturally inside of him as a leader? What do we know?
Lifts people up.
He lifts people up. Thank you. Y'all can interact.
Interact.
Go for it. Yeah, he lifts people up. And that's what you need. Why do you need that on days when you're like, why am I doing this? I was just laughing with Mo, and Mo goes, how is it? And I said, dude, I'm busy. I really want to beat Colin up for that. I didn't come here to get busy. I came here to have some fun with you guys and do some things. Now I've got listings and I've got this. I'm just kidding. I mean, I can't beat them up. But my point is, where was I with that? I was going somewhere.
He lifts people up.
Oh, yeah. So when you're down, you need somebody lifting people up, and he does that for everybody. See, to be a great leader, you have to be an amazing follower. And Daniel epitomizes a great follower. He's a great follower of the system. He's a great follower of everything around here. Like, he believes in EXP. There's no doubt when he's talking. You're not going back, I wonder if he's going to stick around. You know? And then some other leaders, Jennifer, they're up there doing their thing, and they wonder why they can't grow because people are questioning, does that person even believe it? You don't question Daniel like, oh, man. So which building do you want us to tackle? Which fire do you want us to run into? Tell me, coach. Because you know he's in. And that gets you to perform at another level. That's what it's all about. It's performing at a different level. So it's got to start with leadership. And we have the best leadership that I can possibly think of. And I've had that. My old business, I'm going to tell on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're being recorded. Next up, we have the best training, education, and innovation, bar none. No one can even get close to us. I mean, we're talking. If I run marathons for fun. When I get to the 13.1, there's people actually finishing the full 26.2. That's how good they are, right? Well, that's kind of how good we are when it comes to this business. When it comes to training, education, innovation, no one can even come close to us. We're the best. We have this thing called EXP University, and what I have learned from our competitors is it's another revenue stream for them to educate and train. You have to pay for it. Oh, you want to learn how to do it like you got to pay for it. Oh, you want to do it, you got to pay for it. Glenn has all of our stuff on EXP University for free. Now, there's a part of me, and don't tell him I said this, and hopefully he won't listen to this recording, that thinks he should charge for it because more people, I think, would use it. I really believe that. I believe when we see a value in something, we'll say, okay, well, now I'll use it. I'm telling you right now, Alex, if you join us, just use it. It's worth so much money. Just spend some time at EXP University, and I promise you, like, oh, wow. And again, think about this. Our competitors, that's a revenue stream for them. They're making more money training their people. Why would they do that? That makes no sense whatsoever. Like you join my team, you join my business, now I'm going to train you I'm going to charge you to train you. Why would I do that? Well, I think the only reason you could do that is because there wouldn't be enough revenue in the business. You know, they're not doing near enough transactions, which I think is funny because I hear a lot of people say, at EXP, y'all just want to build and recruit. Well, we're number one in transactions. So Okay, I got you. Whatever. But we don't have to charge for training, right? Because we're number one in transactions. I want Melvin to do EXP University for free so he can do more transactions. I'm not in fear of him not doing more transactions, okay? So we have all the training, education, innovation, and what I love the most about it is you can do it during non-IPA hours. IPA stands for income producing activity. And what I've learned with salespeople is they don't really understand IPA. Income producing activity, I don't want to break anybody's heart or make anybody mad, but it's not studying. Okay? You can do that after hours. You don't have to do that in the middle of the day. CE credits, late in the evening. When everybody else is asleep, do CE credits. Don't do it during the day during IPA. Because you got to do the activity when the activity's done. What's going to generate you income, right? Another thing, and don't get mad at me, and Dan, don't punch me, but networking, I'm sorry, is not income producing activity. You got to network. I got it. I'm with you. But if all your business is networking and not income producing activity, you're going to go broke in this business really, really quick, right? And we have all of our educations on demand. I mean, literally, you can just click a button and start listening to something. If you want it, it's there. I have a good friend of mine who built, I'm actually going to go see him today. He built an entire whole company by watching YouTube videos. So it drives me nuts, Jennifer, when people say, I don't have a mentor that's helping me. I don't have somebody that's helping me spell. You know, what the hell, man? If you want something bad enough, you'll get it. Brandon is great example of that. Brandon could easily come, I got a mentor to help me. Nobody's helping me. You know? But he don't do that. He knows that he's got to go get it and he'll find it. And we got it right here. It's all there for him, right? So that fires me up. We're leading the way on that. When I came into this business brand new, I started telling everybody here, and I started telling Daniel, I said, guys, y'all are the best at training and education. And it took a while for a lot of EX people to realize that. I'm like, no, y'all are the best. I'm living proof. I'm a moron. And I'm learning real estate, and it's not that difficult, okay? I know a lot of people want to make it sound like we're doing rocket science, but no, it's not that difficult. It's still people skills. It's still doing an annuity like I used to do. It's the same thing, right? It's all about people skills. So we have the best training, education, and innovation. And the one last thing I'll talk about before I talk about the 2-year business plan is we have partners, okay? We have the absolute best, in my opinion, group out there. Marissa, I hope that's okay. And the good news is Marissa gets to partake in We Partners and be part of We Partners. She gets to be part of what Daniel has built. Daniel built We Partners. Daniel is a server. Once y'all get to know him, Melvin, you've gotten to know him. He loves to serve people. He loves to help people. He gets out of bed wanting to know who he can help. And he's instilled that throughout his whole community, so much so that, like, there's nobody, Zach, Colin hired me. I shouldn't say hired. Everyone gets mad when I say that. Colin brought me in, okay? Above Colin is Calvin. Above Calvin is Daniel. Above Daniel is James. This guy does commercial real estate. This guy does commercial real estate. This guy does commercial real estate. This guy was the president of the EXP commercial division. I came here to do residential. So what am I going to do? Should I quit? Well, I didn't have to because Daniel created We Partners, and he hired people like Brandon Scribner. I shouldn't say hired, sorry. He brought in people like Brandon Scribner. He brought in people like TC. He brought in people like Lucia, and they all trained me. Because they can't train me. There's no way. The only one that's here is Tom Trom. And this dude's got like 3,000 people on his team. I'm not going to go ask him, hey, man, how do you talk to a buyer? He's a little busy, right? I would rather ask him, why didn't you quit? Like, I want to know what's inside of you, brother. Like, what made you get to where you are? That's what I want to know. Not how do I talk to a listing agent, right? But because Daniel created this, I get to participate. And I had so many people helping me. Judy Wayne. I mean, I could go on and on of all these people that just came to my aid. They threw me a life preserver, is that correct? Huh? Life raft. They threw me a life raft. They helped me, man.
Something.
There we go. They saved me from drowning, right? And a moron like me was able to figure this out over here, right? And so this is invaluable. We can't put it all the price tag on that. He has spent years putting this together. Now I'll say this, about people. Well, can you go to the next slide? Yeah, I can do this now. So we have the best 2-year business plan in the world. There's nobody better. And the cool thing about this, Zach, is you don't even have to do real estate transactions and you can participate in this 2-year business plan. I think it's there's nothing better when it comes to real estate. Look, I'll show you, okay? And what I want you to do over the next 90 days, and I'll help you do this, you're not alone, okay? If you allow me, I will help you do this over the next 90 days, is I want to get 12 people on your team that you bring into the business. Okay, 12 people. This is you. I'm gonna put you, Zach, I'm gonna put your name here. That's not right?
Yeah.
Huh?
That work.
Okay. So Zach, I'm gonna help you bring in 12 people, right? That's all we're gonna do. And how am I gonna do that? Well, you're gonna give me the names of people. I'm gonna call them and say, hey, this is Paul Roberts. I'm with the biggest, baddest organization in the world called We Partners. And we are so fired up Zach has joined our business. We are praying we get Zach out of his job so he doesn't die doing the dangerous stuff this man does. He gets bank robbers. That's what he does for a living. He tackles them and kills them. And so, and they got tanks and he still tackles the tanks. It's so weird. So we want to help him get out of that mess and get him in a position because he's clearly got discipline. Like if I could find someone with that type of discipline, like what do you want to do? I'm going to chase the guy with the gun. Like, whoa, I'm going to run from the guy with the gun. You know, my man wants to run to the guy with the gun. So he's got discipline. So I'm just talking to your people and edifying you and building you up and saying, listen, I think I just like to meet you and talk to you and introduce you to my man Daniel and see if this might be a good fit for you. You never know. Maybe you want to do 1 transaction a month, maybe 2, maybe 10. I don't know. Let's just see where it goes. But I will help you get these 12 people. Okay. Now I'm going to simplify this. Let's just say each of those people bring in 1 person. Don't get upset. Well, one of them's not going to do it, Paul. I understand. But also 4 of these are going to bring in like 100. Let's just say each one brings in 1. Okay. Now you have 24 people on your team. Now you have 24 people doing transactions, not just you. Now when you get out of the bed in the morning, it's not just about you. You have an entire team of people helping you and pushing you along and making you better, right? It does wonders for you. Now, Alex, I've told this to people since I've started this business years ago. You will get better at doing transactions when you bring somebody in the business. When you just bring 1 person, you're going to do better. Just 1 person, you will do better. You will commit more. You will do more. A lot of people want to know, how does, I'm looking for an eraser, like I got an eraser. How does Daniel have all this energy? How does Daniel go here and Daniel do this? Daniel shows up all the time. Daniel ain't never late. You know why? Because he wakes up and thinks of us. See, when you think about somebody else, you do a lot more for you. You can quit on you any day of the week. If it's just you, easy to quit. If it's just me dieting and nobody else, I can quit. Nobody knows. But if I say, hey, yo, Melvin, me and you know we're gonna diet together. We're gonna eat good together. Well, now we have a commitment. Now when I'm away from them guys and I'm thinking about eating that pizza, Scrivener, I don't do it because I see those 2 faces. See, that's what Daniel sees when he wakes up every morning. He don't look in the mirror and say, I'm tired. See, he can't say he's tired to himself because he's got so many people. If you want his energy, if you want his commitment to success, participate in a 2-year business plan. And I promise you, it will change everything about you. You'll speak differently to people because then you'll realize, crap, I got to start doing what Daniel does. I got to lift everybody up. We live in a world where it's so easy to tear people down. That's the first thing everybody does. Hey, did you hear about the church people? People going to church. Did you hear about so-and-so? We got to pray for her. What'd she do? Let's pray for her. Well, what'd she do first? They want to know what she did so they can pray for her. BS. They want the gossip. They want the bad stuff. Please tell me her life is more jacked up than mine. That's what they're saying. And we do that in this world. You hang around Daniel. Daniel does nothing but build people up. Hey, what about this? What about that? This guy's this. This guy's that. Please understand, they ain't perfect people. but he's choosing to say the great things about them. You will too when you start bringing people into your life. It is so much harder. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. It's so much harder to bitch about people when you got a whole bunch of people watching you. It's so much harder. Dan can't gossip no more. He's got people watching him. Don't you want that? That's what I want out of my life. I want people watching me to hold me to a level that is better than what I think it is. Your team, these 24 people make you better. Now, a lot of people look at this in the reverse order. Well, I'm the leader, so I'm going to tell them. No, man, they make you better all the time. Any golfers in here? No golfers? I'm not a golfer either, but my man Brian is a golfer. He just can go out and shoot par if he chooses to. That's what he'll tell you. If I choose to, I can shoot par today. I can shoot par after 3 holes, right? But when I play with him, what happens? I'm thinking differently, man. I'm thinking differently. I can't, if I'm just playing with my buddy Ryan, we don't give a crap, man. Hey, let's try to walk and hit it. You know, we don't care about nothing. We break the rules. I'm with Ryan, like, yes, sir, no, sir. Like, he's good. They make you better. Everybody around you will make you better. If you, I hear this said all the time, man. Paul, I got to focus on transactions. Dear Lord, for the love of God. If you want to get better at transactions, bring people in. Bring people in. They will make you better at transactions. But if your sole focus is transactions, you're going to live and die by that sword. It's like great running backs. I'm talking the great ones. Okay? When you and I see the goal line, do you know what they see? They see the back of the end zone. When they handed Emmett the ball and it was on the 5-yard line and he had 5 yards to go, he was looking at the back of the end zone. I'm going to plow through these guys so freaking hard that this is not the. But see, when you're doing transactions, that's your goal line. This is your goal line right here, and you can't see past it. But if you want to go much greater than that, then expect greater things. I want to be a great person at transactions. Then have a bigger goal. Have a bigger goal way out here. Way out here. This is your goal line. Don't make transactions your goal line. You'll burn out. You will quit, and you'll tell other people real estate don't work. Which I always find so funny when people want to say, well, that doesn't work. But I met people that are doing it. Like I could touch their face. They were real, man. Like they were breathing. I think they put on one pant leg at a time, bro. I don't think they were doing it. You can't tell me it can't be done. I love when people want it. That doesn't work. I mean, Tom Chong's still doing 10 a month or something like that. Or I forget the number he said. It's not that much, but he's still doing transactions. And he's got a team of like 3,000 people, right? I mean, people would love to have his transactions. Well, why does he have the transactions? Because he's got 3,000 people. The 3,000 people aren't helping him do the transactions, but they're making him better to do the transactions. Is this making sense? Like, have you ever tried to do something alone by yourself and you just couldn't get it done and you just walked away and quit? How many of you, I want to learn how to speak Spanish. And we'll sit by myself. I'm going to speak Spanish. I'm going to figure it out. Who in here said that? Who in here done that? Noel's done that? Marissa's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Stretch telling the truth? Okay, now we got more people telling the truth. But it happens to all of us. We say, I'm going to do this. But what if it was something greater than that? What if it was something greater than that? Could you learn Spanish? I bet you could. I bet you. It's so easy to quit on yourself. Dang, you can't quit. I'm going to put myself in a position, Marissa, where I can't quit. That's my whole goal in life. I want to wedge myself into a freaking corner. Colin's getting me in there. Like I told Colin, I just wanted to have fun, and now I'm busy doing stuff. But I've wedged myself into I can't quit now. I can't quit. I want to see Scribner win. Like some people don't even show up at this meeting. You know why? They got nobody here. It's easy. It's so simple. Some days, Zach, we have 50 people in here. Some days we have this many. What happened? Well, the individuals, they got out of bed this morning and something hurt, so they were tired. But would they have shown up if they had 3 people here? Would they? You're damn right. You're absolutely right. So, I mean, now you might say, well, I don't have anybody here yet. Then show up for somebody else. I show up for Scribner. Y'all figure out who y'all want to show up for. And then show up for that person and change your life forever. I'm going to end on this. Got 2 things to end on.
Mhm.
We have the best system for people to do transactions around here. It's the simplest, it's the easiest, it's the best, it's the fastest. You can get a sign put out there, you can put Zach Industries International, whatever you want. Or you can simply do like me and just put EXP, doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want to when it comes to transactions, but this is the best place for a real estate agent to come to and just be free and do what they want. And at the same time, they get to build something freaking amazing like that. Because Zach, you get paid money each time these people do a transaction. It goes 7 levels. So can you imagine, Zach, you got someone down here, you don't even know who they are. They're out doing a transaction, say in Peru, because that's where we are, by the way. You don't even know that, but you get paid money. You get paid transactions from there, right? You don't know who that person is. You just created a mess up here. That's all I want you to do is create a mess right here. You create a mess right there. I'll show you how to do the rest. Right now, you and I are gonna create a mess here. And this all just takes care of itself. This is the exact same business I sold for multi-7 figures in insurance. But this is gooder. Because my man Glenn built us an infinite loop. Meaning it doesn't really stop at 7 anymore. I'm not gonna try to explain it. Daniel might try to explain it later. But I'm telling you this, you can partner up with anybody around here. Well, I'm gonna explain it this way. Melvin, who do you wanna partner up with?
Tina Call.
Tina Call. Don't even know who Tina Call is, guys. I know who she is because he's talked great about her, but Tina Call doesn't know Paul Roberts. Doesn't know me at all. But I'm gonna benefit from everything Tina has done because my man wants to partner up with Tina. How cool is that, Daniel?
Very cool.
How many years experience has Tina got, Marissa?
I don't know.
20-something.
20 some. How many do I got, Melvin?
3.
Like -3. Like I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I've been going backwards since I got here. Right? But seriously, think about that what we got going on there, what we can accomplish. Why'd you pick Tina?
Facebook, she's all about teaching. She's about calling on expired leads, which is something I want to do. And she's one of the #1 agents in the company.
One of the #1 agents in the company. I get to partner with one of the #1 agents in the company. Do you know how fast I would go into the other business had I had this system?
Yeah.
But it took me 20 years to build that thing. Had I had the ability to just partner off of who else could I partner off of? Give those other good names out there, crazy.
Kyle Whistle, Mike Sherrard,
Mike Sherrard, Kyle. Which one's Kyle Whistle?
in San Diego.
San Diego. I can even partner up somewhere.
Cliff
else.
Freeman.
Cliff Freeman, my man Cliff. I love Cliff.
Brent Go.
That's my man right there. I got a little man crush on him. I shouldn't say that on my TV. I actually told him in person, so we're good. And I didn't get fired, so we're cool. I was worried. And I told him in Cabo on the beach. It was probably not that place.
In shorts.
In shorts, yeah. No shirt. It's probably not the right time. I'm kidding. We were at church service on the beach. No kidding. We were at church service on the beach. I told him that.
John Sy.
John Sy, thank you for breaking that one. John Sy, he's out in California. And then Jack is in
Jack is in
Canada.
John is in
John-
Canada.
sorry.
Jack's in California.
So I can build with somebody in Canada. Dear Lord. I can build with
Veronica
Veronica
Figueroa.
Figueroa, where was station for?
She's in Orlando.
Orlando. So I mean, I get to say, okay, well, I know how to bring people in, Scriven, right? But then I get to partner them up with all the greatness, and I get to benefit from that.
You can partner up with Bettina. They're all watching in Denton.
Are they?
They just said preach, Paul, and amen to you. So you got a whole following right now live.
Oh,
And she
cool.
told me to move up so she could see me. She just texted me too.
Hey, Bettina, Marissa left early.
No, I
didn't. Marissa said, enough with you, we partners, I'm out of here. No, she's right there, smiling. Glad you're here. Thank you for being here today. They really came for the question game, but there was something I was going to look at. Oh yeah, so don't do things alone, because if you do them alone, it's easy to quit. What's up? It's so easy to quit. Do something with somebody. Do me a favor, next Wednesday before you come here, bring someone with you to force you to come here in case you decide you don't feel good and your back hurts. Okay? You'll show up. I remember I went to a meeting in my old business, and had I not gone to that one meeting, it would have changed my life forever. She said something about her presentation, Frank, and I used that in my presentation. And I went 100% in the field for like the next 3 months. Had I missed that meeting, had I not gone to that meeting, but see, I was committed to going to that meeting. Why? I had people there, just like Daniel. Daniel doesn't wake up. Daniel can't wake up in a bad mood because he's got people that are watching him. I can promise you, Daniel's in a bad mood some days. Y'all don't know. But he's in a good mood in front of y'all, and guess what happens to him later? Bad mood goes away. He helped himself. It works when you start going in for other people. When you start going out and, well, I'm going to go here and do this for 100%, I'm going to whoop you. You can put me on 40%. I'm still going to make more money than you because I get to bring a team of people. And this is what I was going to end on. My good friend, Anthony Kiedis, the singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, he was 11 months sober, and he was about to throw it all away. He was about to say, I'm done. I can't handle this anymore. I'm going to go. I know exactly where I'm going to get the vodka. I know exactly which hotel I'm going to go to. I'm done being sober. I can't handle it no more. And he was about to go do that. He called his handlers. And this is a guy that's got handlers. And he said, Joe, take care of my dog Buster. His dog's name is Buster. Take care of my dog Buster. I'll be gone for a couple of weeks. He's going to be gone, but he's just going to be in a scummy, disgusting hotel right down the road. Man lives up on a hill overlooking California. But he's ready to end it all. As he was backing down his driveway, he stopped. And he stopped because he thought about what he had to do Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, it was his time. It was his day. I'm getting chills as I tell you all this. I've told this 1,000 times. It was his time that morning at AA to set out the chairs. To set out the damn chairs. He's sober 20-something years now. Why? Because it was about somebody else. If you want to succeed here, and you want to do more transactions you ever thought possible, I'm telling you right now, participate in our 2-year business plan. It'll change your life. Because there's going to be days where you're ready to throw it all away, just like my man Anthony was, and you're not going to because you got someone watching you. You got someone there, and you can't. Believe me, there was many days I wanted to quit on my old business. Thank God I didn't. Because the guy that barely graduated high school got a multi-7-figure deal with people that were way smarter than me. But I couldn't quit because I had so many people around me. Find somebody that you can do this life with, this business with, and say, let's go to the next level. Okay? Thank y'all so much. Thanks for letting me preach to you today. I'm excited about what we're doing today. We're doing the question game. This is going to radically change y'all. I know Noel's played the question game. That's it. Anybody else here play the question game? No? Okay. Here's how the question game works. I think the birth of the question game came from this, Scrivener. People don't know how to ask questions. They have 3 or 4 statements, and then they pose a question, right? And what happens is when you're with your buyer or your seller, you're leading them in the wrong direction. You just don't know it because you're not asking questions and shutting up. We got to get really good at asking questions and what? Shutting up. And so I don't know who invented the question game, but God bless them. So the question game is this. So I'm just going to say Jennifer and Zach. Y'all are going to face each other, not right now. Y'all are going to face each other. And here's how it works. Zach asks Jennifer a question. Jennifer does not respond to that question at all. No facial expressions, no nothing. And she asks another question. It can't pertain to that question. It's got to be completely different. Like if he says, what color is the sky? And she says, do you love the color blue? Those are too close. You got to go somewhere completely different. What color is the sky? What's your favorite football team? Just boom. Okay. You gotta go completely opposite. You can't do a statement then a question, and you'll want to, but you just gotta hit him with a question. Y'all with me? Is this making sense? This will teach you to ask better questions when you're talking to your customers. This will teach you to stay on point, because what happens is you ask a question, you get the answer, and you don't ask another question. And you go off on a tangent on their answer. And I'm going to tell y'all something. When you meet someone for the first time, are you ready for this? They are lying to you. They are not telling you the truth. Deal with it, right? They don't know you. Don't take it personal, and don't get into, how you doing today? Good job. Now, y'all can ask yourselves that question to get the whole thing kicked off, but you know what I'm talking about when you go meet a customer for the first time. How you doing today? Dumb question. But anyhow, this will get you in the habit of asking more in-depth questions when they respond, as opposed to jumping all in and going down a rabbit hole you don't want to go into. Especially if it's a negative answer. Like if you ask your customer a question, it's a negative answer, and you can't go to another question to get out of that, you ain't getting that deal. You got to get them in a positive state of mind, right? You got to come back and hit them with another question. Who wants to be our first two subjects?
I'll go.
Frank, I knew you would say yes. I knew you would too. We're gonna have them come up here and practice, okay?
Oh, man, let's go.
Come on up here, because I forgot we're mic'd right here, okay? So again, you can't answer each other's questions.
Just keep asking questions.
Just keep asking questions. And the person that, folds or laughs or whatever loses.
Oh, you got it. Okay, straight face.
What made you come to Dallas?
What's your favorite car?
Is there anything stopping you from signing my listing today?
Why are you asking these questions?
Is it only about the money?
Why is the sky blue?
If you didn't sell your home, what would happen to your plans?
Why do you believe in yourself?
Is coaching and mentoring the way you want to go to make money as a realtor?
How do you feel about cake pops?
Is
You're out.
man.
Wait, stay here.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, can I do something? I invited Alex out here today. Can you come here and talk about what you did?
Before that, can I make a little comment of what the two questions?
Can Alex just talk real quick? Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just real quick, then he's gonna sit down.
All right, so a little bit about me. Since I was 18, commercial background in construction, so I've done everything from multi-million-dollar projects, from DFW Airport, the Terminal D, the overlay, came in, redid all that. Built parks, canoe launches, multifamily structures, commercial, residential. I pretty much do it all. Recently bought out my old boss, so I have my own construction company now, and now I have a kind of broken down multi-layer, kind of we call it vertical integration. So I have commercial construction, real estate, some real estate investor also. So buy, hold properties, flip them. I have a remodeling portion and I have a new build portion. So I do development from the ground up all the way. So that's kind of my big thing. Also a big time investor in the stock market. So
How old are you?
25.
Nice.
Yeah. 25. Give him a hand. That fires me up when he was telling me all that stuff. It's like, you gotta, Melvin introduced me to Alex. He's got a much better name than Alex, that I can't say. Judy, go ahead. I'll get on to it.
guess that. So just a little about the disc profile. You see how, I remember your your profile high I and high S, they tend to ask open-ended question like how, what, why, and that's what all the question that he was asking was that.
That's good.
And Frank is a high D, so high D and high C were more like, we like the close-in question. So he asked, is something, is he already have, that, just the observation.
Could you hear her talking back there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Who wants to go against Scrib? Noel's ready. We'll see how long Scrib can stay up here. See if he's the champ of the day, or does Noel take him down?
Well, this is a seasoned veteran right here.
Noel take him down. He ain't that good. Don't worry about it. Right.
Let's go.
Yeah, all right. No, you start.
Where's your daughter at?
What's your favorite color?
Have you thought much about the baseball season and who might be the best team?
What's your feeling about money?
You know, do you really like living down here in Texas?
Why would I live in?
No, you were borderline.
Yeah,
I was about to reject you. You got to shorten them questions up, brother. Who wants to go against Noel?
Anyway,
That sounds tough. Peter. Okay, I'll try.
All right, Peter. You got this, Peter.
All righty.
Remember, he's a Green Bay fan, so you got this. Something like that.
Wire Rogers.
We sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
So Wire Rogers.
Do you like the Penguins? Damn, that's out.
No, you're good.
Right?
Nope, you're good. You're good.
Oh,
You're far
okay.
enough away.
Why did you move here?
Have you ever been to Alaska?
Oh my gosh, I'm done.
Jennifer's ready.
I'll try.
All right, Jennifer,
Who's starting?
you started.
How many dogs do you have?
Do you like rain?
What is a koala classified as?
Do you have a preferred dinner?
Do you think Whataburger is better or McDonald's?
I think that
Nope. We got a champ here. Toby, you want to go against him?
oh shoot.
Hey, we're being recorded. Don't be cutting.
Okay, I try.
That's bullshit. Don't be doing that. All right, I think Jennifer's number one. You go.
I start?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How many pets do you have?
Why do you like real estate?
How many floors on this building?
He's out. Uh-oh, we have a ringer. Lucy, you want to go up there? Yeah, she does. Come on, Lucy.
Everybody got
So who goes first?
I'll let you go first because she's pretty good.
Have you ever been to Australia?
There are 13
I think she
There's
got
13
you.
colonies. She got me already.
What were you saying?
I was gonna ask like, what are the 13 colonies?
That's okay.
We can start off. We'll start off.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Alicia goes first.
Have you ever been to Australia?
Do you know what the opposite of cold is?
What is your daughter's name?
Do you ever want to go on a cruise?
Have you been through college?
Are you more of a television person or a book person?
What's your favorite color?
Do you ever think about how many stars there are in the galaxy?
Would you rather go to the ocean or to the mountains?
Why do you think we have to have only 50 states?
Do you like tacos?
Do you think if the world were to end tomorrow, we'd all be freaking out right now?
Do you think your husband's pretty cool?
Have you ever thought about traveling to another country?
Isn't Daniel the best?
Why do you think that cats are so afraid of dogs?
Multifamily is, would you rather be in a high rise or a level?
Would you want to move to Africa or Alaska?
Have you been to California?
When is your next showing?
Do you know anybody who is in the Twin Towers?
How do you think the trees get so tall?
Do you think Chicago should be like on the West Coast?
What makes the color purple so vivid?
Would you rather meet the Queen or the King of England?
Is it easier to eat cereal or oatmeal in the morning?
I am out of questions.
That's pretty good. So many questions. That was impressive. Good job.
I'm getting freaked out.
That was impressive. Yeah, that was like a
She
minute.
started off slow because she got the zone, man. Poor Brandon.
I like the, is it easier to eat cereal or oatmeal in the morning? Like,
Shelly, come on, Shelly.
Oh my gosh.
Come on,
You
Shelly.
got this. You got this, Shelly. Easy on me, okay?
I'll try.
That's what the hustlers say.
Okay. Go first.
Let's let Shelly go first. You're pretty good.
Okay. What did you eat for breakfast?
How many letters are in your name?
Where was it born?
Do you think that dogs should be the most dominant animals in the world?
Do you know my son's name?
How do you feel about the way that we love the Cowboys when they're terrible?
Do you know how many listings I have right now?
Where do you think my mom is right now?
How do you like about restaurants?
What size shoes do you wear?
What color is my eyes?
How many states have you traveled to?
Have you been to Shanghai before?
How many times has Angelina Jolie been married?
How many stars in the sky?
What was the last book you read?
How do you think about taking a listing in Alaska?
What's for lunch today?
Have you tried X before?
Have you tried X before? Matter of fact, I have. Man, so you're a party animal. We're looking at
That was good, Shelley.
OG Raver over here.
Wow. Oh, Alex does? All right, Alex up in here. Afraid the women have the advantage.
That's too many questions.
Jennifer's on fire. All right, Alex, we're gonna let you go first, because she's good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, you got it.
That was good. Wow.
Well, that was the question?
That's why he makes the big bucks.
Holy mackerel.
Waiting for somebody.
All right, Melvin,
That's a trick question.
that was trick. Watch out for him, dude.
Dang.
All right, are you ready?
Melvin, I'm gonna let you go first, because he's good.
Where you from? Shower this morning?
I want to say yes, I did. You want to defend yourself? Why?
Am I out?
You're out. Judy, you want to go?
Do we have to?
Yes. Go,
You're the
Judy.
last.
That's the question.
Right?
Do we have
Do
to?
we have
Marissa, did you go?
No,
Yeah.
No? Okay.
not yet.
So Marissa's last one, right? Right?
Oh, Daniel will go.
Judy, we're gonna let you go first, because he appears to be good.
Oh, okay. Why do you like construction?
Is your hair natural?
Why is your hair?
No.
Oh, no.
Ridiculous.
Just make up the personal questions.
Marissa gotta go? Oh.
Yes.
All right.
I'll go back and sit down real quick.
Got this, Marissa. Take him
All
out.
right, let's take him down. He's good.
Betina's cheering you on.
Yeah.
She's up.
All right, we'll start with you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
So, how long does it take you to build a house?
Do you make your bed?
How long do you like to run in the morning?
Color your eyes.
Why is your hair sticking straight up?
There she goes.
Daniel.
Oh, no!
This is for Bettina.
Daniel.
Final boss.
The final boss.
It's team Bettina against team Daniel. Here it
I'm the
is.
boss.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Daniel, we'll go with you.
Have you been to Europe?
Are you wearing pink or is that coral?
Do you go run every day?
Do you like the ocean?
Do you eat seafood?
Do you live in a house?
Do you cook?
Do you sell?
Do you love dogs?
Are you in commercial?
How was your day?
What are you doing tonight?
What is your color of car?
What do you What do you like to cook at your barbecues?
Why is ribeye better than
Oh, yeah. Ribeye, barbecue.
Yeah, ribeye.
She also did like home cooking. Marissa had like an interrogation face on the
I
whole
know.
time.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, my palms are sweating. Okay.
Showdown.
All right, you go.
So did you live in California?
How many people show the Bible?
Do you like bands live or on the radio?
Why just got blue?
Do you like to run in the morning?
Why are there so many people in the world?
Do you live in an apartment?
Is your hair blonde?
Did you wear black today?
Is that color?
That's close. Why do women have so many shoes?
Do you trim your own beard?
Why do you?
So you just got big.
Oh my god.
I was getting really for you for a while.
Well
Yes.
done.
I was gonna care about blonde hair. That's fun, right?
Yeah.
And if you could just get really good at because lots of times you'll ask a question of someone and they give you great information and you jump too quickly into it without just putting that in your back pocket. Like if they say XYZ, just put it in your back pocket and think about it later and then ask another question that pertains to that one and go a little deeper. And then you'll learn so much more about them. Because I'm not kidding you. They're lying to you at first. From the moment, I mean, the reasons they don't want to join EXP, they're lying. The reasons they don't want to be, want you to be their listing agents, their first couple things are lying. Seriously, they're giving you surface bull crap. They're not giving you the real stuff. Now, other people say it's not lying. Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, when I walk into a department store, what do I say? I'm just shopping. But what kind of, well, of course you are. You're in a department store. You know what I'm saying? I'm just shopping. I know exactly what I'm a dude. I know I'm going in there. I know exactly what rackets are. I know exactly what I'm gonna get, right? So, I mean, it's because I don't know you yet. If you don't ask me an intriguing question to open me up, I'm not gonna tell you why I'm there. There's no way. But if you say something that kind of man, that's a good question. Now I'm gonna start giving you more information. And that's what it's all about. If you just ask your clients questions and shut up and don't say nothing, they're gonna find you very interesting. Very, very interesting. The more you start adding to the story, here's one challenge a lot of salespeople have is they try to make a connection too quickly. They say something like, well, I was in the Navy. I wasn't in the Navy, but let's say I was. And Jennifer says I was in the Navy. Oh, I was too. I was here. I was there. I was there. And I think I'm making a connection with her. I'm not. I need to know where Jennifer was in the Navy, where she was stationed, what she did, how long she was in the Navy, what countries did she go to? Did she go in any countries? Did she stay in America? You know, what happened for her, not me. And there's a huge age difference. So the Navy was different for her than it was for me. Would y'all agree? Mm-hmm. It's just like when people say they're from Houston, I try to slow down and not say I'm from Houston. I try to wait a while, get to know them a little bit. Then I can throw them with, I was raised in Houston. But at first, I got to be careful because the Houston I grew up in is not the Houston that's there today, especially if they're younger than me. You know what I mean? And I want to do what? I want to learn about what they thought of Houston. I watch so many people, oh, I hate that city. Whoa, bro. They might love it, you know? We want to spout off our opinion too quickly, you know, as opposed to what do you think about it? Y'all with me? Cool. We all practice the question game with y'all's teams and just give it a shot. It's fun. Learning more about it and going deeper about it. I told you I'd have fun. And I'm just giving you all the husbands in here a green light. Don't answer your wife. Just keep asking questions.
There you go.
You will probably do better. You will probably do a lot better by asking more questions and giving your opinion. I can promise you that. Right, Melvin? Yep. We did an open house this weekend, and we're in Fort Worth. He lives in Highland Village. We're in Fort Worth, and he shows up. He goes, hey, can I knock on some doors and go meet some of the? I said, sure, go for it. And he comes back, and we're sitting there, and this lady walks in. She goes, Melvin. They knew each other. How freaking cool is that?
That is cool.
That was so cool. I was like, yeah, it's my buddy Melvin. You want my house? But yeah. What are we doing next Wednesday?
Right.
Okay. I think I've talked to Marissa and talking about her story here soon.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And Marissa and Anna, is she on Ace team? Is that her name, Anna?
And on his team, yes.
Okay, she's also agreed to come speak.
Oh, we talked to her. Oh,
Yeah, because what I did, when was that, Marissa? What were we doing? Why was I asking?
We're at that.
Oh, it's barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yeah, so I was just asking a lot of people some questions, and I got to know Marissa. Dude, they don't know about you, do they? Y'all are gonna,
Yeah.
huh?
No.
Yeah, y'all are gonna find a different connection with Marissa. Like you're gonna want to work harder to help Marissa when you hear her story. I was like, and the first thing she said, "Oh, you trying to get out of this? You were there too." I forgot about you. Yeah,
Shelly's
you
name
just
is
sitting over being quiet. Because Shelly kept telling me, I don't have a story. And I asked you like 4 questions. Oh my God, that story's amazing. Most people don't. I mean, I grew up in Houston. Cows around me. That was it. Yours is amazing. And then, but back to Marissa, she's been through some stuff, like crazy stuff. And when y'all know that, and that's why it's powerful for us to know each other, because the more you know about someone, the more you'll work harder for them. Okay. I.e., the more you know about your buyer, the more you know about your seller, it won't feel like work. Like if you know personal stuff about them, things they've been through and things they've overcome, you will do more. Like if anybody in this room with a heart, and I think everybody in this room has a heart, was representing Marissa as a listing agent, you would work your butt off if you knew her story and help her sell her home. You would do way more than you could possibly do to sell her home. Now I'm building you up, so you got to come back.
I'm like, what am I gonna say now?
No, I was like, holy cow, you are an angel, and she is. Like she's an angel, so we're gonna be here from that. Shelley, we're gonna hear from you and Anna. So, but next week is Frank.
Yes.
What are you doing next week, Frank?
Some kind of motivation type of thing.
That's good.
Okay.
It's a surprise.
Motivational, but it's a surprise.
He's keeping that mystery, right?
Yeah, good. A little mystery about yourself, I dig it. But so next week will be motivation, and then we'll have the rest of the following week. Is that okay?
Let me see. I go out of town. Let's see. What day would that be?
It's always a Wednesday.
I know, but okay, that's the 28th.
Yes.
I'll be here on the 28th.
Perfect.
Awesome.
That's my 13-year anniversary of being sober. So we get
Yeah.
to
Nice.
It's gonna be a
celebrate
special day.
What day?
28th. So Wednesday, 28th will be Marissa telling her story.
Mhm.
Yeah, Shelley.
Okay, next week we have our group training too. And our topic is all about production. It's bilingual in Chinese and English. So start at 9:30 to 10:30. You guys are
Upstairs?
welcome to stop by.
That's here.
Downstairs?
Before our training.
Okay.
Or before,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought y'all met upstairs though. No.
Sometimes.
Okay, cool.
Depending on-
Very cool.
So if you have people invite to that. you can
Yeah.
go
For
there.
production?
Production,
all about
yeah,
production.
all about production.
God, that's awesome. Thank you. That'd be cool if we just have a full day.
Yeah.
And then later in the day, I can't cold call the day, guys, sorry. But later in the day, we could do some cold calling. Wow.
Mhm.
If anybody wants my book signed, I got them here for $10. They're cheaper than getting them on Amazon. So if you want to sign a book, just let me know and I'll sign it for you. If you already bought a book, I'll sign it for you as well. But I'm gonna let Daniel speak. Go for it, my man.
Real quick, co-sponsorship, I know that's the thing right now, the new shiny object, but it's not an object, it's actually a tool that we can leverage. I was on a call with another leader this morning to do another co-sponsorship opportunity. When I went to Houston, I picked up 2 more co-sponsor opportunities. I'm setting up Zoom calls. So what does that mean, right? Paul mentioned that you can find a leader. So say you're here and you have this person that comes in and you really want to help them. And yes, you can help them directly. That's what we've been doing for the past 15 years in EXP. But now you can inject a leader, what we call a co-sponsor, in here. And you inject, basically it comes in this line with you. Okay? So when there's revenue coming up, it goes this way, and it goes this way, and then it goes up. So you just have to figure out, make these people, right? This person's a person too. And what's nice is sometimes you get this co-sponsor, they might have a team of people. So you might get extra people because they're.
Looks like a mouse.
So you got a whole team. So that's what you can do. So just think about it a little bit, be more intentional when you're thinking like, because a lot of disappointment, like you're a lot of fears, like, well, how can I recruit or how can I attract somebody? I said, well, just get to know them. What are their needs, right? Talk to them, ask questions. And it's like, oh, guess what? I know this person that you should connect with. You're not giving them someone. I mean, you kind of are, but you're actually providing them a solution. So co-sponsorship is a solution. That's really what it is. So there's no, you do your transactions, you do your growth, and you have your two-year business plan. Exactly. So appreciate Paul for always being consistent and bringing everyone up because he's a leader, right? He's helping you. We're all in this together, and just be intentional when you're thinking about it. And if you have detailed questions, just let me know. I read the stuff. I overanalyze it sometimes, but I understand it. So don't be afraid to like Daniel, can you give me a 30-minute Zoom call? Just go over the details. Let me know. Because it's better that you learn it as well, because that's going to create duplication. Because when you bring on somebody, you can explain it, right? If I have to do it every time, then it's not creating duplication. So, all right, thank you.
Sure.